Gonna load the kayaks in the water. We're gonna head out to that island out there and we're gonna go hang out for the day. We're in Stockton. Here's a map of it, of where we're at. It's Saturday today, so Assateague is pretty much a no-go. There was, I think this morning when I checked the count on the osvcount.com, it was 145 cars out there, and this was at like 9 o'clock in the morning with 10 in line. So there's no point to even go out. The line to get into the park is probably long too. So this is our second spot. It's all the way down near the Virginia line. Chincoteague is just out that way, and the Chincoteague Bay is out this way. So we're gonna check this place out. Those are abandoned oyster houses. This area in general was huge for oyster production and harvesting. And in the 30s, when the hurricane came through and formed the Ocean City Inlet, all the ocean water backwashed into here and it pretty much just decimated the oysters. So they're slowly coming back now. It's more known for like clamming, crabbing, stuff like that. I do have a clam rake. We're gonna give it a shot and try to see what's out here. We've never clammed out here, so I don't know, see what's going on. And there is one active oyster farm right over here on the other side of the abandoned houses. So pretty cool. All right, we're gonna get loaded up and head out.
I'm right here.
You're right there, chilling. You look like you're about to take a nap. I've been kayaking over here before. I tried fishing back here. Got skunked. But I've never done clamming. So we're gonna give it a shot, try to like test it out, I guess. I've got my spots on Assateague that I like to go, but the thing is when it's so busy to try to get into the park, I mean, you could wait an hour or 2 hours just to get into the park. So we're trying to look for new spots. Hopefully we'll find one. I'm pretty sure we will. These are all oyster shells. Oyster shell beach.
You can keep shells forever.
Try to go out a little bit. I already know it's going to be really hard to clam here because of all the oyster shells. I'm going to be basically scraping those the whole time, so it's going to be a little hard. Yeah, it's going to be impossible clamming. It's still all oyster shells. They're everywhere.
And clams?
No, we're not going to be clamming here. We got a spot change. We're going to head out around this way. There's a little cove that goes back there. It's real shallow. Last time I was there, I don't remember seeing the oyster shells. Hopefully there aren't, but we're going to try over there next. We're aborting the mission. It's all mud underneath. I went to put my paddle down to check the depth and it just goes right into the mud. It gets stuck. So, not a good spot. So, oh well, hey, at least we can cross it off the list. Say that we knew it's not a good area. I'll tell you what though, this is the place to fish. There's fish jumping everywhere. Saw a turtle behind us. Saw a big fish splashing in the water up there. So I will definitely be back here to fish again. We decided to go explore the abandoned oyster houses. So there's one here, there's one there. That one, the red one, is actually still in use. And he's got his gear up over this way. So I'm not gonna go near those. But as far as I know, on this side of the eastern shore, there's two oyster farming operations. It's this one, and then there's one in Girdle Tree, which is back that way, over there. And I believe it's this one that if you get oysters from Crabs to Go, they come from him. Here's this is the cool one. It's got a little thing right here, so you can, I guess they would just pull their boats right in and just offload it right there. It's pretty awesome. This is wild. Pretty cool adventure, but no clamming. Definitely no clamming. I would definitely say it's a good fishing spot, so I will be back to fish. All right, attempt 2. We're going to Assateague today. There's a place called Little Egging Island. We're gonna try that spot. It's gonna be a little bit windy this afternoon, so they put up the small craft advisory, so we're gonna try to stay a little bit closer to shore in case something happens. So, but it should be fine. It's not really gonna be much to worry about. It's pretty flat, calm right now, so. All right, we're gonna hit the kayak launch and then we'll be off. We had a bit of a crazy launch. Ashley forgot the clam rakes. They like fell off. And so she goes back to get them, and I launched the kids because usually I'll let them kind of go out and then I'll catch up to them. I can go pretty quick on this, and the wind and the current is pushing this way, so the kids took off pretty quick. So, and then we got all these. They're doing some, like, I don't know, what are they doing? Like showing off like the wildlife, I guess.
The ranger talking about the bays and giving you information.
Yeah, a ranger talking about the bays. So, all right. It's not far to get out here. I mean, it's 3.5 feet of water. But this is Little Egging Island right here, right in front of us. So we're gonna go to the backside over there, protect from the wind, and we should be good. I know it's sand over there, so sand is a good thing when it's clamming. You gotta see the setup for the kids.
We're going on an adventure.
On an adventure.
We're always going on adventures. Once it's out the border,
William's in the back. He's got a fishing rod, and he's just trolling it while we're going out.
I got 2 bites.
You did get 2 bites? You really
Yeah.
did?
I got like a big one and then just bit off of the bait. Let me just cast my rod back out.
Yesterday I had a mishap. I stepped in some mud and went all the way down to my knee. And I got stuck. It was not. I'm good now, but it was not good before.
It was not.
Are you okay?
Nick's legs got tore up by the flies, so we got bug spray on today. I think I got one. Someone beat me to it. Yep. It felt heavy too, but it was filled with mud. This one's deep. Finally. I got one.
I want to be the first.
To show you how close we are, if you're familiar with Assateague, that's the naturalist shack. I think it's like the Gibbs shack, the one that's always photographed. The kayak launch is right next to that. Over there is where they do the kayak tours.
And there's a kiter.
There's a kite surfer over there now. But they do tours over there, and there's a trail right here. I think it's like, can't remember the name of it, but it's got like a big like dock that you walk through and you park over there, and there's a beach right there, so you can go to that beach. So we're not far. We just went pretty much from there over to here. Did you catch anything? Big keeper crab.
He was really heavy.
Finally.
I can't.
So we're up to 3, so the kids are starving tonight. We will be eating good. So I got a little tiny one. You could keep it. It is a keeper size.
Got seaweed.
But I'm gonna throw it back and let it get bigger.
Where'd it go?
You got one?
Yeah, it was in that seaweed, and then I pushed the seaweed out.
It was a shell.
Oh. It was heavy.
It is blazing hot out here. I think it's like 93 today. I think I got one. Hope it's not a shell again. I'm getting a lot of shells. Yeah, it's another good one. This area is definitely not as producing as much as the other ones that we've gone to. But at least we're getting a couple. Not looking for a whole bunch. I think we're just gonna fry them up like last time. So growing up, I was born and raised in Massachusetts, actually, just outside of Boston. And up there, they have fried clam strips, which are amazing. If you've ever been up to New England or Cape Cod, especially, I spent my summers on Cape Cod, or Maine. Here's another one. If you go up there, they have the best fried clam strips. It's totally different than what it is here. I've never actually found good ones here. There's some that have decent ones, but definitely not as good as up there. So when we get clams, that's what I usually try to make. I didn't. I got the old twofer again. The old 2-for-1. That one's huge. This one's a little small, but I'm gonna keep that one. How many do we have so far? Because I put one in the cooler.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 here, and then one in the cooler, 7. I'm not going to show every single one that we get. How many do we have? Like 15, 16? It's pretty much, Nick confirmed, Nick says 15. So here's the clam rake, and you just put it down in the water and just walk and drag it. You'll feel a scrape, almost like it's scraping a rock. And then from there I stop. I try to dig down a little deeper and try to pull them out. Sometimes it's a small scrape, sometimes it's a big one. It just depends how the clam is laying in the sand. Usually when I do it, I try to find a sandy surface. Mud is kind of a pain. I went up to that point right over there and it was like straight mud. So we worked this area for a while and it seems to be working out so far. All right, we're headed back. Should be pretty quick to head back. Today's haul was 14 clams. That's what we got. So I got them going in buttermilk right now. I'm just breaking them open. I'm not going to show breaking it open on video because A, it's really hard to do on video, and B, I'm really not the best at it. But pretty much all I do, try to find an easier one to show you. So I find the back hinge right here, and I go right above it up to about right here, and I try to jam a knife in there, and there's a hinge here and a hinge here, and you have to take your knife and work it around and try to cut the hinges. When you cut those hinges, it just opens right up.